Hey guys, this is a wrap-up video of my experience at the Founders Institute, the incubator that this idea was born in. I went in for 3 reasons, and those 3 reasons were for a commitment device, structure, and a network. If I had to grade the Founders Institute on those out of 1 out of 5, I would say as a commitment device, 5. On the structure, 3.5, 4, and for the network, a 5. I would just go through each one of those real quickly. In terms of the commitment device, that's probably the best thing you kind of get out of the Founders Institute. They essentially are testing you on resilience, which is the #1 factor in determining whether or not a company will be successful or not. The ability to do a lot of work and get knocked down a bit and then keep going and then get knocked down again and then you keep going, and the ability to just get back up and keep going and roll with the punches is very key to the success of a startup, since there are a lot of problems at the beginning. On #2, the one where I thought the Founders Institute was lacking just a bit was in the structure. Each week mentors came in, and these are world-class mentors. They gave us amazing advice, CEOs and advisors to really big companies. And we got a lot of key insight into startup and the business world. But there was a lot of structural assignments, and I think there was an expectation that within the class setting we would almost like do some of these assignments. I would actually not take away from the time that the mentors spoke. I don't even know if this is possible, but if they added another night where it was mentor speaking to mentors, and then the second night of actual assignment or product building exercises within the class setting, that would have been maybe a little more helpful. We did have working groups that did that, but there was no director or teacher figure to take us through some certain steps. The mentors would go over it, but a lot of it was kind of anecdotal, so maybe not the nitty-gritty details that some of us were looking for. But that goes into the network. The network's a 5. Again, world-class people came in to speak to us, and their information was invaluable. Being able to connect with and learn from people who have been through startup and been through multiple businesses was extremely insightful. And that's pretty much where I'll wrap up. I would say with something like the Founders Institute or incubator or another accelerator, you kind of just get what you put into it. If you're willing to do the hard work, there will be resources there to back you up, and if you aren't, then you know, there's a lot of self-motivation that has to be there initially to kind of get you through it. And again, something like the Founders Institute is a great test of resilience, which is, I think, the biggest test that they put you through. It might not be for everyone. Some people might be looking for more structure. Some people might have this expectation that going in will change them into a great entrepreneur. There might be some aspect of that, but if I kind of looked at it as a sorting mechanism of, if you had it, you would have made it through, and at least going through it, if you dropped out, you kind of realize where you're lacking in terms of, you know, either commitment or maybe just timing in your life, and you could reassess. So yeah, overall a great experience, and I'd do it again.